If you are a TikTok shop creator that is seeing the headlines, concerned about the ban and what that means for your income, then I have good news for you. I've got a simple presentation here that overviews 6 steps on how you can not only protect yourself from the potential ban, but also get ahead of everyone else and expand your relationship with top tier logos, continue to grow the amount of money you're able to earn by making content. My name is Micah. I am the co-founder and CMO at 0 to 1. We are one of the top ranked TikTok shop agencies, ranked top 5 fastest growing. And we work with a lot of category leading brands, not only on TikTok shop, but actually we've been doing influencer for the last decade and creator affiliate programs long before TikTok shop was even around. And these are some of the clients that we have on our roster that many of the creators that we work within our creator community get to make content for all the time. So actually I was invited not too long ago, a couple months back, where I recently presented our playbook to every other TikTok shop partner agency. There's about 200 other agencies that actually partner with TikTok, and they invited me to be a keynote speaker at their very first meetup. And I was actually able to share our strategy and how we particularly activate affiliates for some of these top tier brands. We're also a Meta strategic partner. So recently, actually this year for the 2025, for the first time ever, Meta has put social commerce, or what they call performance creators, as a top 5 strategic focus for them in 2025. That has never before been the case. And so with that, they've selected 20 agency partners and us as the only one with a performance creator emphasis. They see us as a category 1 because of how we work with creators to drive performance for brands across multiple channels. So really excited to talk through this playbook with you today and give you a few tips hopefully you can take away and start to do right now, even leading up into the ban. Just a quick review of the headlines here. So I know you guys have been paying attention to this. My take is that every day that goes on leading up to the ban, there's fear that's building. People leverage that for views. We don't know what's going to happen. What I can say definitively is that in talking with senior TikTok leadership, actually just yesterday, I had a touch base with them, and they are more bullish than ever on Q1 and continuing to focus on growth. Everything you've heard about layoffs and some of those headlines that have been circulating on Twitter or X, that's rumor, and I've confirmed that from the source. And so they are extremely bullish, continue to be focused on growth. So are we. I am so bullish on TikTok shop. If you're looking at the bet markets, that is 60% or higher and climbing that in favor of a ban. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think either way, whether we see an extension, which I personally think is likely or inevitable, whether we see that or whether we do face a ban, I think it is important to have a plan to make a positive outcome of any win. Of any sort of crisis scenario, it can be the biggest opportunity for those that are prepared. And so we can hope for the best, but we want to be prepared for every scenario. And so that is what I hope to help you with today, is to think downfield. We call it skate to the puck at 0 to 1, but just where is it going and how do I position myself to really capitalize on where social commerce as a whole is moving, not just what's happening right now in this very moment on TikTok shop. So with that in mind, we're going to walk through a few ways that you can kind of step into that as a creator specifically. To start off, just a couple of crazy stats here. So on TikTok, there is actually $1 billion per month that goes through TikTok shop creators. That is a lot of revenue. That is a lot of creators making content for a lot of brands. And if there is a ban that is implemented, all of that money, all of that revenue has to go somewhere. And outside of that, social commerce is not going anywhere. Social commerce is here to stay, and it's growing faster than anything we've ever seen before. TikTok shop was really the first to make social commerce mainstream, really penetrate the landscape of the creator community. However, all of the major players, not just TikTok shop, but Meta, Amazon, all of those big channels are fighting for their piece of social commerce. I like to think of this like e-commerce was 10 to 20 years ago, that big transition that was kind of once in a generational moment where, brands all of a sudden had a digital storefront. Now we're shifting to social commerce where the creator or the influencer or even the customer in many cases becomes that storefront. That is social commerce, and all of the big players are involved. This is a 2022 stat, but $724 billion were collective for social commerce. And in live shopping 2026, it's predicted to be $55 billion. And so social commerce is not going anywhere. I think it's important. And I'm excited not just about TikTok Shop, but where the industry is headed. And I think there's a lot of opportunity in that for all of us. And so diving into how, as a creator, that you can protect yourself and you can stay ahead of the pack, because you don't want to be reactive. You don't want to wait and see. That's not a good approach, because then you'll be 2 steps behind. You want to be 2 steps ahead. And so these are 6 steps that you can do today to get ahead of sort of everyone else and really establish yourself over the next several years as a creator generating a profitable income for themselves. So starting with number 1, really make sure you're joining brand and agency communities. So this becomes the direct line of communication that brands and agencies have with creators. And this also, it bypasses any dependency on the platform itself. So you're establishing that direct relationship with the brand, which allows for you to unlock all kinds of opportunities, not just on one particular platform, but across multiple platforms. This also, in the short term, like while you're still working on TikTok Shop, this allows a better relationship, better insights into creative briefs, better opportunities for cash bonuses and commissions and paid opportunities. Brands and agencies are looking for really, really engaged creators. That is the first signal that they're looking for outside of being able to drive GMV or conversions. And so get signed up for these communities. There are so many out there that you can get plugged in. It's also a great source of news and information to be kind of an insider there. At 0 to 1, we have a growing and thriving Discord that we launched not too long ago. We got about 1,500 members in it currently. My vision for the 0 to 1 creator community is having to be one of the best creator communities out there, healthy community that is really invested in the creators and giving back. We are not a tap. We don't sit in the middle. My goal in launching this community is to connect to the best creators, the most engaged creators with top tier logos and the best paid and retainer opportunities available for them, and then to help coach along that journey, invest into you and see you kind of grow your craft. So you're welcome to join us there. There are many. Highly recommend that you take action on that as soon as you can. Number 2. So download and store all of your videos and data from TikTok and do it really soon. You can actually, within TikTok, export all of your data, not just your videos, but your performance metrics, your bio, all of that stuff that you're going to want to know if you don't have access to it anymore, particularly if you're going to be approaching brands, figuring out deals. They need to know what your performance is and what you've done in the past. So make sure you extract that. I've actually got a full linked report here on step-by-step instructions on how to do that. It does take some time to process, so make sure you're doing that not the day of the ban. Make sure you're doing that well in advance so that you're able to access all that. And then outside of that, download all of your content, especially your top performing content, and organize that in like a folder system. So brand A gets all of brand A's content, and then highlight your best performers. Because I'm going to show you how later you can use that to kind of scale your income across multiple channels. So, and then step number 3, make sure you sign up for brands' D2C creator affiliate programs. At 0 to 1, all of the brands on TikTok Shop that we work with, we have onboarded to D2C creator affiliate programs. So this is similar to TikTok Shop, how you have an affiliate link, you're promoting a product to drive sales, but you're doing it instead of on TikTok Shop, on other channels like Meta and YouTube, and you're driving them towards the brand's usually Shopify site or website. It's the same core mechanics, the same functionality, but you're working directly with the brand instead of through this sort of middleman closed loop system of TikTok Shop. All brands, especially at the caliber that we work with, are really, really hungry for content on Meta, and in particular, whitelisted content for ads. Most of those brands are already successful on Meta and have heavy ad spends there. TikTok Shop is a new and emerging kind of experimental channel, but Meta is the tried and true that gets the bulk of their budget. And so you can easily kind of fold into that ecosystem, and whitelisting or partner ads is a growing tactic that more and more brands are excited to try out. So by working with them on their D2C programs, you can not only build a better relationship, but you can also do cross-channel promotion. So if you're making already content on TikTok, you've already got a library of content, you're making content regularly, it is really easy to cross-promote that content and then share that same video on YouTube Shorts or Meta Reels, including your affiliate link, and you're basically able to expand the earning potential you have on every piece of content for not very much more effort. So highly recommend that you do that regardless of band. Just go ahead and do that. I'll give a way for you towards the end to join any of our brands D2C programs. If you were on this call, it's because we've worked together in some capacity already, whether it's you working directly with our agency or if you have partnered with one of our brands that we manage. And so likely that brand is also have a D2C program that's already existing that you can just step right into. And there are multiple brands that we work with that may be a good fit. Number 4, make sure to repost that content. This is actually a case study from one of our direct creators, Frank, for a brand that we manage called Singles to Go. He took this initiative on his own. So he's a TikTok Shop creator, one of the top creators. He was concerned about the ban and looking to sort of expand outside of the platform. And so he started reposting his TikToks on YouTube Shorts. He did not use an affiliate link, so that was money that was left on the table in this case. But his video did extremely well. It got 10,000 views, 506 likes, and he did nothing else but reshare the video on a different platform. So that kind of sparked this entire idea. Is I think that creators right away can start to do this and not only build their audience, but expand their relationship with the brand into other channels. And if they use an affiliate link, expand their earning potential too. And in the face of a ban, if that were to go through, then you already are at the top of the list when it comes to being an engaged creator. And all of that money that flows from TikTok ads, from TikTok creators, it has to go somewhere. And it's going to go into Meta, it's going to go into YouTube. And so you are perfectly positioned to sort of catch that tidal wave of revenue that's going to be coming in off the back of the ban. And then number 5, make sure that when you do create content, particularly for Meta, that you are proactive about granting whitelisting or partner ads to the brands you're working with. You have an advantage here as a TikTok Shop creator because on Instagram, it is not really table stakes. They don't understand the power of commission plus ads. So a lot of times they're negotiating flat fee or licensing deals per time. So like they'll license content for 3 months or 6 months or a year and have a flat rate for that. And so you have the ability to kind of come in and align with the brand's values, establish a commission on that content, and also have no cap on your income. So if you do create content that scales on the ad, you can earn so much more than you ever could trying to negotiate a flat rate, which is much more difficult. And so by you kind of coming in and working on a commissions basis and really partnering with that brand, it's a win-win scenario that is good for everyone and will really kind of set you apart from everyone else. So, and it also sets the stage for that long-term relationship because you want to create good content that's going to perform. The brand wants to get content that's going to perform. And ultimately, their goal and my goal as an agency founder and CMO is to make you rich in the process. And so it's a long-term relationship that everybody's interested in. We do this now with a number of our clients on our creator affiliate programs that are not on TikTok Shop. So the D2C programs I was talking about earlier. So one of them is Udi. This is a case study. We implemented this as a core part of their strategy. So we find our top performing creators on Instagram. We take them and leverage them as whitelisting partners. And then with their content, we've been able to drive better performance in their ad account. So beat their return on ad spend and beat their acquisition cost by pretty good amounts. So this is becoming table stakes in my prediction as a CMO. As more time goes on and as more creators come out of TikTok Shop into other channels, and the more social commerce matures as an industry, that this will become more common. So you have an opportunity right now to really kind of get ahead of that and help pave the way while establishing great relationship with brands. And then number 6, make sure you're building strong relationships with brands and agencies. It is really easy to stand out from the pack. Most creators, and I'm talking like 95% of creators that we partner with or that partner with brands are kind of one and done. They get the sample, they make the video, it doesn't work, they move on to the next. It's kind of this like sample churn game. If you just stick to it and build a good relationship, you can do so well and stand out from everyone else, and that's how you unlock all these opportunities. In building this relationship, I want to do that with you as well. So my promise to you is that any creator that is in the 0 to 1 network, I am looking for the best opportunity for you for top tier brands and top tier logos. For all of the brands that we work with, especially at the caliber of brand that we work with, they all have paid partnerships and have retainers available. That is table stakes for us. We require that as a part of signing a contract with us. So we have budgets ready to deploy. I want to give those budgets to the most engaged creators within the 0 to 1 creator community. Also, we are always advocating for high commissions. My view is that the brand is either going to pay that on ads or going to pay it to Zuck. They might as well pay it to their creator community and pay them healthily. Again, because it goes back to that long-term win-win relationship. So we advocate for the highest commissions. All of our brands have competitive, sort of beating competition commissions, and we always are trying to push them in that direction. And then in my journey with you, I want us, myself, and our team to be able to provide really tactical feedback and coaching for you to help hone your craft and make you better at driving the result that you would like. And so if that's providing hook options, feedback on videos, help with violations, like whatever it is, we're there. I'm even happy to jump on one-on-one calls. Like however I can be help in your journey, I'm here to do that. And I'm also open to connecting you directly to brands, setting up those calls and relationships. If you want to meet with their founder, like we are good to do that and set that up. I'm just looking to sort of broker the best relationships between the best creators and the best brands. And then on you guys' side, how to be a good partner and ultimately get more deals. We call it be a trailblazer. So if you look at any successful brand on TikTok Shop, there's always this sort of breakout moment where some creator cracked the code and they developed a concept that went viral and scaled really well. And then all of the other creators sort of jumped on the train and replicated the concept. And that is that viral loop. And so what it really takes to get there is a creator we found, at least an average of 10 videos, that's committed to quality. So they're making really high quality videos. They're spending time on thinking through hooks, thinking through angles, really shooting high quality content, and they're committed to quantity. So they have to create content and test different ideas until they unlock that winning formula. And when a creator does that, that is what wins, and all the other kind of affiliates will jump on the bandwagon, but they are really positioned to capture a lot of that ad spend because they're the first of the game. So be that trailblazer, be committed, more than just the single sample, commit to multiple pieces of content, make sure you are really reading the creative briefs and implementing the suggestions there. I cannot speak for all agencies, but my team, we spend a lot of time. We've got some very talented people who understand creative strategy and what videos really convert, that are spending hours and hours a day on researching trends and top performing videos that go viral for the top brands, and are implementing those best practices, those hooks, those frameworks, those call to actions into the creative briefs. So if you are able to ingest that and implement those suggestions into your content, then you will be more likely to succeed at unlocking that concept that really scales well and ultimately earns you a lot of income. And then finally, deliver content fast and deliver it on time. I cannot tell you how much I love when a creator is punctual and they give me content on a deadline or before. If I say, hey, can we get this in the next 2 days, or can you make 10 videos this month, and they deliver on that, how much that kind of shines above everyone else, and that makes me want to partner and double down with you. Like, okay, you just executed for me and delivered for me and took care of me for this brand. I want to now roll you out to every other brand because I trust you that you're gonna show up and do a great job. And so the top most engaged creators, I'm talking about like the top 5%, that is a common trait. All three of these are common traits. And so if you really want to stand out of the crowd and be the person to catch all of those paid opportunities and retainers, follow these 3 tips and you will get them, if not directly from me and my team. So I would love to extend the invite again. If you guys want to join right away any of my brand's D2C programs, probably a brand that you're already working with, because that's how you received this video, scan this QR code and hit the form. My promise to you is I'm not going to spam you. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I want to get your interest. And if you're interested, I want to match make you to brands that make sense, that are a good fit for you, and get you plugged in so you can start either reposting that content you've already made for TikTok or start creating new content for brands that make sense for you. So I hope that this was helpful. And again, I'm really excited to deepen our relationship. I will see you in Discord. You see me there. My name is Micah-0 to 1. Feel free to reach out, send me a DM, ask for a call. I'm happy to add value in any way that I can. Best of luck out there with the potential ban, and we will chat with you soon.